Look how badass Emilia looks in this trailer, guys. So, hello everyone, here. I wasn't actually planning to bring a video today because, Wednesday doesn't happen. Or Zero happens soon on Wednesdays. So today I have a new trailer called the Counterattack trailer, right? I'm an anime only, I really don't watch this trailer so it happens, right? I think I kind of have mostly, of course, figured out. But, I am, of course, very excited for the anime coming back soon, right? Maybe finally the blue-haired girl will get her memories back or something like that. And it is going to be on Wednesdays, right, I think. So it's 2 weeks from now. So that's probably when I dropped the trailer. Roughly, I think they dropped the trailer probably the same time the episode would air, right? But anyway, so always here then, I'm gonna act the trailer, then I'm gonna break down every scene, right? As every scene. And review you guys scrap slap and let's check it out. You see my right here, right? I got my Emilia marriage pillow that I got last week. So if you see video links below for that. But anyway, let's get the trailer out. Cha-chan. Okay, we're gonna see all of them. Man, oh yeah, she's pissed off and crazy as always. And then Regulus is like, no, my marriage. Yeah, I only have 25 waifus. Come on, bro. Oh, he's just pissed off, man. Yeah, he's like, come on, man. It's my only wife, man. Yeah, so he's gonna fight this blue guy, right? This earlier. And he obviously, red hair. I mean, obviously, a bit later, but yeah, it's obviously his wife, and they will clearly see it, which is like, yeah, of course it's his wife, but they will definitely see it. We're staring at them. They are twins though, so yeah, they're gonna split up, right? Oh, here goes Emilia, badass. They're gonna fight Regulus with the other guys. Oh yeah, Reinhardt going serious, interesting. Okay, so let's break it down then. A pretty short trailer, only like a minute. So the best part of the trailer got this scene. When see his lads, you see her buttocks. I had to put it, come on, I can't be the only one. She jumps and is like, ugh, you're like, what is this? Yeah, we're getting a good fan service there. Jokes aside, the best scene is clearly this part here, when we see them fighting. See, I'm not surprised, of course, I've been saying that since ever, right? That has to be his wife, the previous, legendary sword lady and all this stuff, right? But now here in the trailer, he's fighting her, and he cut off her cloth, right? You see her whatever who's underneath the mask, and she got that classic red hair, just like the grandson Reinhardt has red hair and so on, right? So yeah, it almost has to be her. But I would say this in here 100% confirms it, basically, right? It was like 99% before this scene, because he even said, oh, it has to be you, kind of thing, when we were fighting last season, right? But now it's like, well, it obviously is grandma, yeah, obviously. You see the red hair now, but yeah, the trailer clearly. What else I like in here, Regulus kind of losing it. This is probably how they will start next season. So when you come back in the season now, this is probably, I think, where we're going to be in the beginning, right? Because we just had, of course, Subaru and Reinhardt entering the church, right? Saving Emilia from getting married to him. So this is probably the next episode. And if we're gonna fight him, right? Same thing with the last season trailer. So even though this happens in the very end of the trailer, Emilia doing this thing, and then powering up. Again, this is actually probably the first episode, right? And the middle part that we've seen in between the church bits are probably actually episode 3, 4, and 5 and so on, yeah. So it's kind of like it starts with probably where the end episode will start, and it ends probably this episode. So we go to the other scenes, but I think it's pretty clear. Yeah, the church has to be next scene. I love this crazy serious looks, absolutely. And I think this, like I said, this is probably later. She seems to be fighting Priscilla, right? Yeah. So it's kind of interesting how they changed that, because I mean, Priscilla last season was doing some cool fighting stuff with her sword, cutting down some of the lackeys of the cur, but not as strong as like actually curses or whatever. And now it looks like she's fighting her instead. I don't know really why, but it looks like Priscilla may. Honestly, yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously this has to be Emilia's aunt, right? I've been saying that since I saw the first trailer like 1 or 2 years ago, right? I've been saying that since the beginning. It has to be Emilia's aunt, perhaps her mama, right? But I was like, nah, it's her aunt, And then we know that she's in love with, Pitty Goose and all the stuff, right? But even without the Pitty Goose stuff, I'm just like, come on, she's the only white hair elf lady. You know what I mean? It's just like from the beginning, right? It's like, well, an evil lady with white hair and elf ears. Yeah, come on, it's clear Emilia's auntie that raised her. But I don't know. Priscilla looks very emotional at her, and it's in here. It's really angry, but maybe she's just like angry. She's failing. I don't know. I just think I don't really see how she and Priscilla have some kind of storyline going on there. I mean, yeah, they're kind of fight because it kind of gets like waifu fighting, but I mean, I don't really see that. I don't think they have some kind of backstory. What I mean, yeah, I don't think so. I think she just happens to be that they're gonna fight. They got like a similar power art where one has a kind of dark flame. She got like basically classic fire medic. So put it throw fire, so they kind of like fire against fire. I don't think they're gonna have an actual like, oh, you betrayed me, my mom or something. No, I think it's just like, I think they just happen to fight, right? Yeah, I think so. It's gonna be her like boss battle basically, and I don't know if she can win it. I don't think she should. I don't know. The power level of the other characters of the princesses is kind of unclear, right? Compared to Emilia and so on. But I don't see how she will win this, honestly. Because, yeah, like she's like, oh, I'm a fire user. But then, you know, the other woman is also like a fire user, like dark fire. I don't see how she would defeat her unless she uses way stronger fire magic. But, of course, we also know that she has some kind of weird, you know, chain thing, right? That obviously killed Subaru that moment. And she was killed by Reinhardt. She also linked up with Subaru herself. So she got her, like, weird, you know, like, love chaining thing. Something like that. I mean, I have a pretty good hero, I felt, last season. But basically, right, she can send out chains at people. And then if she's hurt, or people are hurt, they kind of share the same damage, kind of some kind of soul link thing. So she has this chain weapon and so on, right? So yeah, I don't see how Priscilla can defeat that because she has with her beautiful, you know, her crazy Liliana, the crazy weird bard singing girl, and Sirius can like chain up with her, and then maybe she can use that. That being said, though, I said it from the beginning that I felt that the bard is the counter to Sirius because her like bard singing has seemingly breaks the chain, right? So maybe they can win together. I guess that's true. Perhaps on both sides. I don't think she can win alone, but maybe if she like fights her with fire medic, and then the bard music will like deflect the chain love thing somehow, and then she can like hurt her or something. That's probably how they could defeat her. Perhaps I guess. But yeah, her alone, I don't think her alone. I can't see her beating her. And then lastly, Julius is clearly fighting one of the gluttony twins. Then yeah, so they have two of them, right? So there's him fighting one. Yeah, I think they're gonna split it up. I think it's very unlikely they're actually fighting them. It doesn't look like they're fighting them. How say it? In like a 2 against 2 or something, or a 4 against 2. It's more like one against one at 2 different locations. I think so at least. He's like fighting one of them here. And then we see like the other one with Otto or something. Yeah, I don't know. Otto kind of survive, but it doesn't feel like all of them in the same place though. I mean, it might be 2 against 1. I could see it being like 2 against 1 per twin. So it's like a 4 against 2, but in 2 different locations. Maybe, yeah. And then lastly, we have Gar fighting his 6-arm guy. Which honestly, I don't know if this character is important, but I think this character is weird, guys, you know? Like, honestly, I have no idea who this guy is supposed to be. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Don't spoil, please, but correct me if I'm wrong if, like, have they mentioned this guy before? I know that, I mean, obviously God mentioned that this guy is strong or whatever, but I mean, like, have they mentioned some kind of, like, 6-arm giant before or something? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I ever heard about, this race guy or legendary warrior that's blue or something with a lot of arms, whatever. I don't think there's any build up for this guy, like I said. So, but again, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe they mentioned it's like legendary 6-arm guy or something, but he just seems very special, right? That's why I bring it up last time. I think he looks to me like an end boss, you know. He looks like some like super elite warrior dude, but he's like one of their he's not one of their basic, I guess. He's with, of course, grandma. So they're more like elite warriors, I guess, in the cult. But still, though, he doesn't look like an actual leader, right? I mean, in rank ways, he doesn't seem to have, you know, one of the sins or whatever. But appearance-wise, without his cloak, he looked more badass than, you know, the actual. So basically, I mean that this guy in the cult, he looks more badass and more serious, right, and more of an end boss than the actual leaders, the different, you know, sins do. Yeah, this guy I don't think have a sin power. He's just like a random like member of the cult. But he doesn't have the power of wrath or anything, whatever. But he looks more serious than they do. Yeah, like a better fighter than they do. So I think he's like a really weird character. Who is this guy? But maybe he's also that character, right? He's like grandma, you know, legendary sword lady. Maybe he's also like a necromancer character. Maybe they went off and, you know, necromancer is like super elite 6-arm giant guy. Yeah, maybe. There was many more why he's not a leader guy. But I really do wonder if he has some backstory because he looks like really, really special. To be like, you know, some random side guy that they're fighting with. So, you see that Gar fight with him will show, I think. I don't think he has any storyline with Gar, though. I mean, sure, he hurt his family and so on. But I mean, I don't think that's like his fault, so to speak. That's more, you know, one of the other cult members. Yeah, so I don't think he's just kind of random guy. The Gar is fighting. That's what I keep saying. This has to be feels so weird because he looks so special, and then Gar is like, "Oh yeah, you hurt my family. Not really you, but one of your friends did." You know what I mean? He feels like this guy's supposed to be like random Lackey 11 or something, a side evil guy, but he looks like the most hardcore of all of them. It seems super weird. Maybe he's the strongest. Maybe he just looks really weird. Maybe they have no. If he's like an undead character, right? Maybe he just has no personality, but he actually he's the strongest guy. He just doesn't have any willpower or something. Yeah, I don't know. He's like, this guy really perplexes me. Like, what's it supposed to be? Right? And I don't think we have anything else close to him in the anime either. Like his race, he's like 6-armed giant blue guy. Yeah, is he human powers, or is he just like a race of that? Is this like special, kind of like in Mortal Kombat? Is there a race of that thing? I don't know. Whatever, guys. Let me subscribe, like, and have a great day.